Hey guys, welcome to my show. The skill set of a makeup artist may vary depending on the setting they work in. For people like you and me who need just the basics of makeup to make ourselves look a little presentable, becomes so cumbersome sometimes. And I believe that all women are pretty without makeup and can be pretty powerful with the right makeup. What product to use, what would be the right color for my skin tone, and so much more. Oh, it is so difficult. Well, to help us out with these questions, I have with me today a very pretty young makeup artist, Rhea Patel. Rhea is 25 years old and an aspiring freelance makeup artist. She has her own YouTube channel that is dedicated to all things beauty related, including the basic tips and tricks for beginners, helpful reviews, easy to follow tutorials with product ranging from drugstore to high end and much more. She is an architect by profession and has done her undergrad program from Melbourne, Australia. Welcome, Rhea, to In Conversation with Hemali. It is such a great pleasure to have you here with us today. Um, Rhea, can you share a little bit more about yourself with us?
Hi, Hemali. Yeah, sure. Okay, so I am currently living in a small town in Gujarat, and I have done my schooling here, so it's very near and dear to me. And I started my makeup journey back in 2013 in Australia when I really started to learn more about makeup. And yeah, I have done a few makeup looks on YouTube, and I really enjoy uploading and teaching in that form because it's something I never thought I'd end up doing, but I really love it. So yeah.
That's so nice. So, Ria, was it only when you went to Melbourne that you kind of figured out your interest towards, the makeup, or was it, that you knew it earlier also that this was something that you were attracted to?
Right. So I've always been the creative kind of person, but at 18 and 17 years old, I really didn't know what I wanted to do as a profession. So I just started doing some things that were told to me, and by by the nature of who I am, I just deviated from the main profession, and I started my makeup journey when I was doing my undergrad.
Okay.
So during the weekends, studying abroad, I spent a lot of time watching makeup tutorials on YouTube and learning techniques because I had a very little prior knowledge about it. Used some products on myself to practice on the weekends, and apart from that, I really discovered the real power of makeup, and it really changed my confidence level.
Sure.
So yeah.
So it's like that, inside you as an artist, you don't know about, and then some experience kind of nudges it out of your system, and you realize that
Yes.
perhaps you had it all along. Isn't it? Was that how it was with you too? That you had it
It
and it's
was actually.
wonderful.
Yes.
So Ria, how do you decide on what product should be used? Meaning, which would be a better product, depending on the skin type, or what is the process? Let me tell you this, that I am not an expertise in your field at all, so I may not understand the nuances. So if you could explain this in simple language.
Yes, sure. I don't mind. So every time I suggest a product or any makeup brand, for example, to someone, be it in my videos or in person or to my clients, that is, I make sure that I have tried it myself and I 100% stand by the quality of the product. Because when it comes to pricing, there's drugstore and then there's high end. But sometimes drugstore makeup brands are really underrated, such as NYX and L'Oreal, which I love.
Okay.
And they have a great range and are pocket friendly as well. So I tend to test and use more medium and high priced product on myself and my clients because I think of the quality they provide, and the color ranges and the shades, for example, for the foundation, are more than what drugstore would provide. And ultimately, I think of it as you'd be applying it to your face. So I think of makeup as an investment in that sense. And I also suggest if you are new to like knowing your shade range or you don't know how to do it,
Absolutely.
I always use to get some sample size products whenever you go out shopping, and
Okay.
it's really good that way. So you can get a few color shades, see them in different lights,
Mm-hmm.
and how their skin reacts as well, because that's important at the end of
Right.
the day.
Oh,
So
that was such an important tip that you shared with us. And yeah, life isn't perfect, but your makeup definitely can be perfect, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, Rhea, what is your favorite celebrity makeup, that you look up to, and why?
Okay. So this is a difficult question because I
Yes.
have a couple, but I think Mario Dedenovic is one of my favorite celebrity makeup artists,
Okay.
and he creates looks on mainly Kim Kardashian. And I know it's highly controversial, but I think his makeup technique is so different, and the end result is all seamless and blended, as if he hasn't used like 50 products. It's just one really seamless finish.
Sure.
And I think he plays with a lot of neutral shades and contouring and highlighting, which is my favorite part of makeup. And apart from that, I like Patrick Tar's work on Shea Mitchell and Makeup by Ariel.
Okay.
And I think the underlying reason why I like these artists are because the celebrities they do the looks on have a similar skin tone to mine, so I can kind of recreate those
Sure.
looks.
Sure.
Yeah.
So basically, from what you say, I understand that you like the natural look more, with the makeup on, from the artists that you just mentioned about.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Yes.
I do have a heavy hand, not gonna lie, but because I suffer from like dark circles myself, so I like really seamless and natural like base, for
Right.
example. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I sail in the same boat with those black circles, and I guess many of us do. And it's so
Yeah.
difficult to overcome it, really. Great, Ria. Yeah, what kind of difficulties did you face, to make people believe in your talent, and how did you? Was it easy? People just came and believed what you said, or did you have to overcome it, somehow? And if you did, what were the difficulties that you faced?
Right. So I can't think of many difficulties as of yet that I have faced. But because that must be because I am just in the initial growing stage. But since 2013 to, if I look back, I have grown in terms of knowing different makeup techniques. So um, this industry is so wide. Like there are looks every single like week, new looks, and then there's a lot of new products. So it's hard to keep up, definitely, but I think some people have their own opinion, and I can't make anyone like change their opinions at the end of the day.
Right.
But it's just fun too because sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I think makeup is just a way to enhance your natural beauty and your face shape. It's fun. It should be fun and creative at the end of the day.
Sure, sure. I mean, you're very modest in saying that, you are in your initial stage, because I did find out about you, through people in Gujarat and in Baroda, and you have made a mark for yourself. And no wonder I wanted you here on in conversation with Hemali and share, about yourself. And I also feel that makeup is not a mask. Makeup is an art. It's a passion, and I think
Yes.
it's an expression too, isn't it? But
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
although I don't know how to apply makeup at all, except for an eyeliner. Yes, I know nothing at all. Coming back to our questions. So you
Right.
you mentioned while you were talking just now that you come from a small city. So how do you plan on getting subscribers from people in your area? I mean, how do you get women interested in learning about makeup?
Right. So I've always had this vision, which I need to complete. Unfortunately, the times are not letting me do it,
Sure.
but I do have a vision of having my own master class. So that is inviting a set number of people and having a model and also but three different looks that I can teach.
Oh, lovely.
But that is going to be in the future. But apart from that, I have really been enjoying Instagram as it has helped me. It's more quicker than YouTube, I think, in terms of engagement,
Mm-hmm.
because the stories last for 24 hours and like
Right.
the features are unmatched. I
Sure.
have started doing weekly makeup trivia on Thursdays since
Okay.
quarantine has begun. So it's really interesting, even if it's just 7 questions per week.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I get a lot of response and a positive response that you keep doing this because it's helping us in just general knowledge about makeup, for example.
Absolutely.
And there's
Viewers,
always IGTV,
sure.
which is great. Yeah.
Sure. So viewers, keep in mind Instagram, Rhea Patel. Keep that in your mind and follow her there. Rhea, to you, what does success mean?
I think success should be not materialistic related. It should be more within yourself. So it should be more to concerned with your happiness and your well-being
Okay,
rather than having materialistic expectations.
fantastic. Wow, that comes from a very young girl, and that's really wonderful. Thanks, Ria. Ria, my last, I still have something more to ask you, and that is,
Sure.
can you share an anecdote of a time when you were caught off guard, or something that kind of swept you off your feet while experimenting with makeup?
So that's quite an interesting question. I never thought I'm gonna get to this stage of where I am. As
Okay.
you've mentioned before, yes, I have studied architecture and I went to do my postgraduate in landscape architecture. But something in me, which sounds so filmy, if you want to say,
Mm-hmm.
just stopped me, and it really made me think otherwise if I really wanted to go ahead and pursue my master's in something that I do enjoy, but not as much as makeup. So I think I made the right decision at the end of the day, and yeah, I'm
Fantastic.
quite
I'm
happy
so
now.
happy. I'm happy for you too. Ria, before we kind of wrap this up, I have a request to make to you. If there is something basic that you can tell my viewers about what they should always have handy, in their bags and to keep their look fresh enough, what would it be?
Okay, so I have a couple of products, but they're easy to find anywhere actually,
Okay.
be it wherever you're sitting in the world. So one is your skin in general. So you should have moisturizer definitely, but on top of that, you should wear sunscreen,
Okay.
not only for anti-aging purposes, but because it's going to help with pigmentation.
All right.
And if your skin isn't good, then your makeup is not going to look good. And that's like the biggest thing people kind of have a misconception about. Um, Apart from that, a really good lip moisturizer, even if it's a lip oil or lip tint. I would
Mhm.
not really recommend having a lipstick because it's quite heavy throughout the day.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're not wearing a full face makeup, I don't see a point you should wear a lipstick.
Wow.
But that's just personal
This
personal
is so
opinion.
different. Have never even thought of this. I mean, all right, we'll keep that in my mind, and I'm sure my viewers are going to take that away too. Oh,
All
what a
right.
Ria. So we've had a very very nice chat with Ria Patel, who tells us to follow our dreams no matter, and that that's the only way to achieve success. Success isn't about how much money one makes, but it's about the difference you make in people's lives. It's rather a difficult field, to enter and requires a great deal of skills. I hope to learn how to apply a highlighter and a bronzer from Ria. Ria, wishing you all the best,
Thank you so much.
and thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you for
Ria's
having me.
Thanks. Ria's YouTube channel link will be in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and Ria's channel as well. See you next week, guys. Have a great time.